Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable Vice Dean of Student Affairs and Alumni of the Faculty of Economics Universitas Negeri Jakarta, Dr. Indra Pahala, MSI. The Honorable Chief of PCI Fatayat NU Malaysia, Miss Dian Astuti Pratiwi ST MENG. The Honorable Labor Attaché of the Indonesian Embassy in Qatar, Mr. Denti Irawan. The Honorable Speakers, Associate Professor Dr. Sylvia Nabila Azwa Ambed from University Teknologi Mara. The Honorable Speakers, Mrs. Dwi Kismayanti Respati SPD MAK, a lecturer from Universitas Negeri Jakarta. Ms. Nurshifa Nediastuti as the Outstanding Student of Universitas Negeri Jakarta 2024, and also the honorable participant of this event, students, academics, and practitioners. Welcome to the international webinar of community service with the theme Unlocking Success, Financial Literacy, and Entrepreneurial Empowerment. This event is organized by Faculty of Economics, Universitas Negeri Jakarta in collaboration with University Teknologi Mara, Malaysia, also Universitas Malaysia Sabah, Fatayat NU Malaysia, and the Indonesian Embassy in Qatar. First of all, let me introduce myself. Hi everyone, I'm Azahra Putri Dewi Mumpuni as Master of Ceremony at this webinar event who will accompany and also get the course of this event. Okay, before we start the event this morning, let's sing Indonesian National Anthem, Indonesia Raya. To all participants, please sit properly. Thank you to all the participants. Before we continue to the main event, please welcome Vice Dean for Student Affairs and Alumni of the Faculty of Economics Universitas Negeri Jakarta, Dr. Indra Pahala, MSI, to give an opening remarks. So, Dr. Indra Pahala, MSI, the stage is yours.
Okay, thank you MC, Miss Azahra Putri Dewi Mumpuni. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable Chief of PCI Fatayat NU Malaysia, Miss Dian Astuti Pratiwi, ST Master of Engineer, Labor Attached of Indonesian Embassy in Qatar, Mr. Dendi Irawan, the Honorable Speakers, Associate Professor Dr. Sylvia Nabila Azwa Ambad from University Teknologi Mara, Mrs. Dewi Kismayanti Respati, SPD MEK, Lecturer of Universitas Negeri Jakarta, Miss Nursifa Nadia Stuti as the Outstanding Student of Universitas Negeri Jakarta 2024, and also the honorable participants of this event, students, academics, and practitioners. We'll welcome and greetings all who have joined us for today's International Community Service webinar. Today, we are thrilled to convene for an event of significant importance dedicated to enhancing financial literacy and empowering entrepreneurial spirit, especially among immigrant workers and students. The theme financial literacy and entrepreneurial empowerment that we are delving into today holds profound meaning in this ever evolving era. Having a strong understanding of how to manage finance wisely and harness entrepreneurial opportunities is paramount. For immigrant workers, financial challenge can sometimes be compounded by cultural difference, language barriers, and unfamiliar financial systems. Meanwhile, for students, entrepreneurship is not just about starting a business, but also about building critical thinking, creativity, and resilience skills that are invaluable in a rapidly changing the world. In our event today, we have curated an inspiring and informative lineup of discussions delivered by leading experts in the fields of finance and entrepreneurship. We are confident that each session will provide you with valuable insights and inspiration to take the next steps on your journey towards financial success and entrepreneurship. Before I conclude, I would like to extend my gratitude to all the speakers, participants, and committee who have made this event reality. Without further, let us embark on our journey today towards financial enlightenment and entrepreneurial empowerment. Thank you and happy participating. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Mr. Dr. Indra Pahala, for the opening remarks. Next, please welcome Ms. Dian Astuti Pratiwi, STMENG, as the Chief of PCI Fatayat NU to serve an opening speech.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, allow me to speak with Indonesian language ya. Yang saya hormati Ibu Dwi Kismayanti, kemudian Prof. Madia Dr. Sylvia Nabila, kemudian kepada Mbak Nur Sifa Nadia Stuti. Perkenalkan, saya merupakan Ketua Fatayat NU Malaysia untuk tahun 2002 dan 2025. Di sini terima kasih juga kepada sahabat Fatayat yang berkesempatan untuk mengikuti program kerjasama antara Universitas Negeri Jakarta dan juga Fatayat. Ini merupakan program kedua Fatayat NU Malaysia mengadakan kerjasama dengan UNJ. Di sini saya harapkan apa yang disampaikan dapat memberikan manfaat untuk sahabat-sahabat Fatayat, terutama yang pekerja-pekerja migran di sini dan juga student-student yang ada di sini. Terima kasih. Sebelumnya mungkin itu saja dari saya. Terima kasih atas kerjasamanya. Terima kasih kepercayaannya kepada kami untuk meneruskan program bersama UNJ. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Ms. Dian Astuti Pratiwi, for the opening speech. Last, allow me to invite Mrs. Nofriska Krisanya, SE MBA, as the representative of event committee. Please welcome Mrs. Nofriska Krisanya.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Azahra. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Selamat pagi semuanya. Yang saya hormati Wakil Dekan Bidang Hubungan Kerjasama dan Alumni, Bapak Dr. Indra Pahala, the Honorable Chief of PCI Fatayat NU, Ibu Dian Astuti, kemudian the Honorable Labor Attaché Indonesia Embassy in Doha, Qatar, Bapak Dendi Irawan, and also the speakers, Dr. Bell, hello, and Ms. Dwi Kismayanti and Nur Shifa, and also all of the participants of this event. There are students, academicians, and practitioners. Ya, selamat pagi Bapak Ibu. Izin saya, I use mixed language, ya, Indonesia in Bahasa and English. Morning everyone. My name is Novriska Krisanya. As a representative from committee today, selamat datang, warm welcome for all of you to this event. Actually, this event is an international community development in collaboration with Fatayat NU, University Teknologi Mara Malaysia, University Malaysia Sabah, and KBRI di Doha, Qatar ya. This event has a goals to make stride towards the achievement of SDGs, especially in no poverty and quality education. Dalam acara ini kami ingin memberikan pengetahuan lebih dan mungkin skill-skill yang bisa digunakan untuk para teman-teman ibu-ibu ataupun bapak ibu pekerja di Indonesia, di Malaysia maupun di Qatar terkait dengan literasi keuangan, and also the students for financial literacy knowledge, and you can also use your social media as personal branding to get income more. This event stands for collaborative efforts from various stakeholders, I think, and I extend my gratitude to our dean in Faculty of Economics, Fatayat NU, UITM, UMS, and Labor Attaché in Doha, Qatar. I hope this event will give you a valuable experience. And I extend my appreciation to the dedicated of organizing committee, faculty members, and our students in UNJ, FA, whose commitment and hard work for bringing this event. In closing, I extend best wishes to all participants. Let us come together, learn from each other, and inspire positive change in our community and beyond. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Mrs. Novriska Krisanya, for the greetings. Okay, after listening to the enthusiastic greetings, allow me to introduce our exceptional moderator today. To the committee, please share the CV. Okay, so the moderator today is Mrs. Monica Dewi SPD MM, a lecturer in Faculty of Economics whose expertise from years of hands-on experience in finance at CV Gunung Karya Anugrah, complemented by a formal academic background with postgraduate of Magister Management in Universitas Negeri Jakarta. Mrs. Monica also has some publication and scientific research. Okay, can scroll down. All right. Okay. Mrs. Monica also has some publication and scientific research in financial and education field. So, without further ado, please welcome Mrs. Monica Dewi, SPD MM.
Okay, thank you so much for Azahra for opening this seminar. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Okay, I hope everything is good for today. The Honorable Vice Dean of Student Affairs and Alumni of the Faculty of Economics, Universitas Negeri Jakarta, Dr. Indra Pahala, MSI, Honorable Chief of PCI Fatayat NU Malaysia, Mrs. Dian Astuti Pratiwi, ST Master of Engineer, Honorable Chief Organizer of this seminar, Mrs. Novriska Krisanya, SA MBA, Honorable Labor Attaché of Embassy of the Republic of Indonesia, Doha, State of Qatar, Mr. Dandi Irawan, Honorable, our distinguished speaker for the first, Mrs. Dwi Kismayanti Respati, SPD MAK, and second speaker, Dr. Sylvia Nabila Aswa binti Ambat, and the third speaker is Miss Nursifa Nadia Astuti, and also the honorable of participant of this seminar for their student, academic, and practitioner. Before we begin our seminar, let me introduce myself. My name is Monica Dewi, and I'll be a moderator today for 2 hours. And I think our speaker today, Miss Dwi Kismayanti Raspati SPDM AK, has joined us. Dear all participants, before we begin our seminar, let me introduce our speaker today, Mrs. Dwi Kismayanti Raspati SPDM AK. Please, for operator, share screen of the CV for Mrs. Dwi. Okay, Mrs. Dwi Kismayanti Raspati SPD MAK is graduated of Universitas Negeri Jakarta in 2011 and Master of Accounting in 2016. And also Miss Dwi Kismayanti Raspati as a lecturer in Universitas Negeri Jakarta. She have many experience in multinational company, lecturer, internal auditor in Universitas Negeri Jakarta, and also as independent consultant. Mrs. Dwi published for 2 books, focused on tips for scientific paper, and almost for article focused on financial technology. And she is very expert in research, teaching, accounting, and tax, and also for keynote speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, before the presentation begin, let me inform you the rundown of the seminar. First, Mrs. Dwi will be invited to present the material for 20 minutes, and after that, there will be continue for the next speaker. And during the presentation, please to mute your microphone and please turn on your camera. Now, let's move to our main section. Please welcome our prominent speaker, Mrs. Dwi Kismayanti Raspati SPDM AK, who will be speaking to us about unlocking success, financial literacy, and entrepreneurial empowerment, especially for financial literacy. Excuse me, Miss Dwi, have you joined us? Okay. Sorry, Miss,
Sorry.
can you hear me?
Yeah, do you hear my voice?
Okay, clear, Miss, clear. Are you ready to deliver about your presentation?
Yes, hello everyone and everybody. Thank you for inviting me in this insightful seminars. So I start now, Miss Monica, or?
Yeah, Miss Dwi, the floor is yours for the
Oh,
presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Okay, the Honorable Mr. Indra Pahala. Good morning, and then also the representative from Fatayat NU, and also Dr. Sylvia. Good morning, nice to meet you all. Please introduce myself. My name is Dwi Kismayanti Raspati, and I'm now a lecturer of accounting in Faculty of Economy, Universitas Negeri Jakarta. I'm very grateful to be joined here and do the sharing session with all the participants and all the attendees. Okay, today we will talk about the financial literacy. So actually, financial literacy, if we talk about financial literacy, it includes so many aspects in our financial life. Yes. Then I choose one topic which I feel will be related with all the participants who consist of students and workers. I will share screen. So you already know me. I am. You can call me Mrs. Dewey. And now today, I think we will discuss about the personal financial planning. In other words, you can call it for personal budgeting. Personal budgeting. So why is budgeting is so important for us in this current era? Di zaman sekarang yang begitu teknologi is so rapid, grow up so rapid, so massive. I think budgeting is very important for our life, not only for our life but also for our financial goals. So today we'll talk about what is budgeting first, and then why we should do the budgeting and who we should do the budgeting. And after that, we'll talk about when and how we can do the budgeting. So maybe some of you already do the budgeting. You can sharing together with the others who not yet do the budgeting. And this is not only for workers, also for students. We can talk together about how to do the budgeting. Yeah, so start with the first step. We'll talk about what is the budgeting. Budgeting is process of creating a plan to manage your income and expenses over a specific period. So actually, typically we can do the budgeting monthly or annually in a systematically, and then also we will allocating fund in various categories like transportation, groceries, entertainment, saving, and others. Through budgeting, we can ensure that we can spending within our means gitu. Jadi budgeting membantu kita untuk apa ya mengelompokkan income and then allocate to our expenses, so we'll avoid overspending. And then also budgeting will ensure that we can saving for future goals. So generally budgeting can help us to manage our income and expenses. Yeah. And then after that, why budgeting is important? Okay. Budgeting is important first because it is related our financial awareness. Budgeting provide a clear picture of our financial condition, about our expenses, about our income, so we can understand about where is our money going, and then we can do the reallocate if there any overspending, and then also we can control our spending with budgeting, because we can tracking, you can tracking your expenses and then spending and then setting the spending limit, so we can avoid overspending. We can also avoid impulsive buying, and then because and prevent the impulsive buying can lead us to the financial strains. And then next, also budgeting is very important to debt management, because budgeting will allow you to allocate some fund and pay and prioritize which debt you should be repayment. Gitu. And next, budgeting also can help us to achieve financial goals. I'm sure that everybody has financial goals, have a life goals which supporting with financial goals. So through budgeting, we can save money for some planning in the future, like buying house, and then do the for education, and then maybe do some dream vacation. So with budgeting, we can making a consistent progress towards our objectives. And next, also budgeting very important for emergency preparedness in the current era ya. I think emergency is kita harus punya yang namanya cadangan untuk emergency gitu. Misalnya medical bills, vehicle repairs gitu ya. So when we are setting aside money for that unexpected expenses, we can use our emergency reserve without borrowing or without dipping our saving gitu. And then also budgeting can support us to maximize savings. And the last is to reduce stress. Kenapa bisa mengurangi stres? Karena in the uncertainty financial can be the source of stress ya. Jadi budgeting itu provides a sense of control and empower your finances gitu. and then reducing anxiety. So kita akan merasa aman dengan adanya simpanan yang kita punya, and maybe other like investment and other income gitu ya, income yang terjaga.
Sorry, Miss Dwi, can you hear me? Miss Dwi, I think she have a trouble for connection. Okay, I think better for waiting for Miss Dwi. Miss Dwi,
I'm sorry.
okay.
Sorry, the connection is
It's okay, Miss Dwi.
unstable. Okay, maybe I can help asking help for the operator to
Yeah,
share screen
to share
my
screen.
tutorial. Yes, thank you, Miss Monica. I'm so sorry.
Okay, for operator, please help me and Miss Dwi to share screen. Thank you so much for the operator. So, Miss Dwi, can you
Okay.
to continue?
Okay, thank you, Miss Monica. Okay,
You're welcome.
maybe we can go to the next slide. Maybe we can go to the page number 7. Page number 7. Okay, next. Next. Okay, page number 7. Next. Okay, this is okay. Next, after we know what is budgeting, the meaning of the budgeting, and then who can the reason we can budgeting is important now. Who should do the budgeting? So actually, everyone should do the budgeting. But I have grouped some people who can benefit from the budgeting. First is individual and family, gitu ya. Nggak cuma untuk yang single, couples, for husband and wife who have children. I think budgeting is important because through budgeting, we can allow to track income and expenses, gitu. And then we can prioritize spending and work towards financial goals. And also, workers is also can do the budgeting. As an individual, budgeting help the workers to navigate their financial responsibility, misalnya rent house, utility, transportation. And not only for students and for families, student also suggested to make budgeting for their finance. We know maybe student have limited income gitu, usually especially for student who live separate with their parents, different city or even different country. I think it is very important for you to manage your income, to manage your income and your expenses gitu. Kalau di Indonesia we can call it anak kos ya biasanya. So anak kos, as a anak kos, kita harus benar-benar carefully how to spend our money, and then we also have to saving ya. Student also have to saving for tuition, for books, for rent house gitu ya. Jadi student amat di suggest untuk make budgeting gitu. And also the others is retirees, not only for workers, active workers, retirees also. Budgeting can remain essential for managing retirement saving gitu, like social security benefit, healthcare expenses gitu deh. It can be ensured that the retirees can maintain their standard of living, so towards retirement well-being gitu ya. And next also small business owner uh, budgeting is very crucial for small business owners because they should manage cash flow and track the revenue and expenses gitu. And also and after and from the budgeting also the business owner can get can get information to support their decision about opportunities of growth or investment and everything gitu ya. So this is the groups of people I think very beneficiary to do the budgeting. Okay, next maybe. Okay, we already know the people who should do the budgeting. After that, the question is when. When the good time we can important to create dan update our budget gitu ya. First at the beginning of the year gitu ya, di awal tahun sebelum memasuki 1 tahun sebelumnya we already set our budget. That budgeting can be our pedoman untuk 1 tahun ke depan gitu. And also when there is a change our income or expenses, sometimes as a worker or students we get income not only from regular basis, also like irregular basis. And every time we get a regular basis we should record, and every time we get we have to spend our money, then we can record gitu ya. And the number 3 is before making major financial decision. So, what is the major financial decision? Example, we want to buy house, we want to purchasing a car or other vehicles, gitu ya. So, before making this significant financial decision, we can review our budget, gitu, and ensure that you can avoid the associated expenses gitu ya. Jadi jangan sampai overspending. And also we can understand when we can buy, or now or not yet, or maybe next month we can buy gitu ya, after our review our budget gitu. And next is on regular basis. Jadi gini, do the budgeting is not only one time but also in regular basis, like monthly or annually usually gitu ya, monthly or and then before retirees gitu, as per I said before, to approach our retirement age so it's very essential for us to review our budget ya. Karena when we are retirees, we want to live in a very comfortable life, gitu. Where there is no income ya. Dari kan kita sudah tidak mendapat penghasilan, but karena kita karena kita sudah saving since young to our retirement age, so it can ensure that our retirement age will be comfortable and as per standard living gitu. Okay, and the last one is I think about, okay, maybe you can go to the next slide please. Okay, this is how ya. This is a guide on how to create and implement a budget. This is the several steps ya, several steps to effectively manage our finance gitu ya. Maybe you can also sharing your version, but this is I try to summary for any resources gitu. First is we should gather our financial information. We can collect our source of income ya, not only from regular income but also like irregular income like bonus, and then maybe other freelance, and maybe the other freelance earnings gitu ya, maybe come from our investment. And then also after that we should list our expenses. Jadi first collect information about our income, and then our expenses should be listed. And we should categorize our expenses into fixed and variable ya. Misalnya rent house. Usually rent house is fixed expenses, the amount is fixed. And then utilities, and then groceries, and then transportation. So all expenses should be categorized or in detail. And don't forget to include periodic expenses ya. Jadi misalnya seperti pembayaran insurance gitu ya. And then for car maintenance and others. And next is set our financial goals gitu ya. Set our financial goals. So we can identify our short-term and long-term financial goals, such as building an emergency fund, paying debt gitu ya, and saving for vacation or maybe for education. And then we can assign specific amount that and also timeline how we can achieve each goals gitu ya. So we can tracking and we can track the progress, how far our financial goals to be achieved gitu. And after that, next step is allocate the fund gitu ya, allocated fund. So our income will be allocated to various categories of expenses. And then after that, to set the financial goals also, we already do the savings misalnya gitu. Nah, the ideal proportion for allocation is the common practice. Ini adalah common practice-nya is 50, 30, and 20. 50 for main needs gitu ya, for primary needs, misalnya food consumption, groceries, and other
Excuse me, Miss Dwi.
for
Miss Dwi, can you hear me? Okay, I think it's difficult for to take the signal. So I think better for we waiting about Miss Dwi to come join us again. Okay, everyone. I think for Miss Dewey have a trouble, so we can pending for Miss Dewey. And then thank you very much for Miss Dewey for addressing at this topic and giving us such an outstanding presentation. It will be enrich our insight and knowledge regarding unlocking success, financial literacy, and entrepreneurial empowerment, and especially financial literacy. I think Miss Dwi have a good idea for financial planning and then focus on budgeting, right? And everyone, I think it's do much about the financial planning. It's to be finance awareness and then control spending about your allocated your financial and the most important, so we will get the achieve of the financial goal, right? And dear all participants, next we have a second speaker, and she's very special because she's come from Malaysia. We already have our notable speaker, Dr. Sylvia Nabila Aswa binti Ambat. Hello, Dr. Sylvia. Have you joined
Hello.
us?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello, welcome to our. Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
you're welcome. How are you, Dr. Sylvia?
I'm great. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And excuse me because I will give a brief introduction about Dr. Sylvia Nabila Aswa binti Ambat. Dr. Sylvia received her Bachelor of University Technology Malaysia in 2003 and the Master of Business Administration from University Malaysia Sabah. Malaysia Sabah in 2008 and her PhD in Economics and Muamalat Administration from University Science Islam Malaysia with the area of specialization corporate entrepreneurship and entrepreneurial strategy. Dr. Sylvia, expert in entrepreneurship and marketing consultant, research methodology, and research proposal development, and also for trainer about ebook writing and publication. Dr. Sylvia has several awards, the latest three being winner of UiTM Top Talent Award for Borneo Zone 2022, an Excellent Publication Award in 2022, Anugerah Academic University in 2022, UiTM Sabah Top Author in 2021, and so many awards that I can't mention it all due to the duration. And Dr. Sylvia also published for 3 ebooks and more than 40 articles. And some of the articles focus on human resources, financial, and entrepreneurship. And there are still many achievements, honor, and awards of Dr. Sylvia, and which will be time consuming if I mention it all. So yeah, how lucky we are to have Dr. Sylvia with us today. So don't miss the opportunity to explore as much knowledge as possible from our notable speaker today. Ladies and gentlemen, before the presentation begins, let me inform Dr. Sylvia will be invited to present the material for 20 minutes. And after that, they will be continued from the speaker. Now, welcome the special speaker, Dr. Sylvia Nabila Aswa Binti Ambat. I think the floor is yours.
All right. Thank you very much, Miss Monica. Okay.
You're welcome, Miss.
Yeah, maybe the secretariat can allow me to share my slide because I cannot see any. Oh yeah, okay, I found it already. All right, before that, okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Good morning, Ramadan Mubarak to all of you here. Welcome to this fantastic webinar on international collaboration in community service, Indonesia, Malaysia. Please introduce yourself, whether you are a lecturer, students, immigrant workers, so we can get to know each other and maybe we can do a collaboration in the future. So I'm absolutely delighted to be here with all of you today. And thank you, Universitas Negeri Jakarta, very proactively doing so many seminars, so many international programs. And kudos to the organizing committee, especially Ms. Nofriska, the lead by her. And I am Associate Professor Dr. Nabila from University Technology Mara, Sabah branch. If you know Sabah, yeah, you can Google where is Sabah located. We have almost similar dialects, yeah. I think if I speak Sabah, Malaysian always thought that I'm from Indonesia. Yeah. Okay. So I really hope today this webinar, my sharing, the content can spark interest, can spark passion about entrepreneurship. Because when you talk about entrepreneurship, actually, it's not merely about making money, okay, but actually it's more than that. It's about giving impact to the community, helping other people, helping the social to solve the social problem, help to solve the environmental issues. So allow me to share my slide. Okay, so please, yeah, please introduce yourself, yeah, introduce yourself here. Where are you come from? And then are you a student or you are a lecturer or immigrant workers, so that we can get to know each other. Okay, all right. Sorry, this is not the okay. All right, so this is my slide. Okay, I hope you can see. You can see on my slide. Is it clear? All right. Okay, so my topic in the rundown program is entrepreneurship, but to be specific, the topic is about exploring entrepreneurial opportunities. because we need that opportunity in order for us to become an entrepreneur. I'm not sure in Indonesia apa ya entrepreneurship ya. Apa dia ya? Can you put in the chat?
Kewirausahaan.
Ya, kewirausaha. Okay. All right, so we have migrant workers here. We all, wow, okay, welcome from Qatar, all the way from Qatar. Okay, so it's about exploring entrepreneurial opportunities. So when we talk about entrepreneurship, Indonesia, in the Southeast Asia, Indonesia has the highest establishment of small business. Yeah. So and like other country, I think all of other countries also nowadays the government really particularly concerned on encouraging this entrepreneurship. So what you can see here, this is my slide. What it shows here is on the world's richest people, top billionaire in the world, and all of them are entrepreneurs, right? All of them are entrepreneurs. Of course, some said the owner of Louis Vuitton is the top the top billionaire in the world, but some they change Elon Musk. So okay, they are all entrepreneur. They are all entrepreneur. To become rich, you need to become entrepreneur, right? Okay, so this is basically the content of the presentation. My sharing is about entrepreneurial opportunity, it's the importance of entrepreneurship and types of entrepreneurship. So first of all, we need to understand what is entrepreneurship. Apa tu keusahawanan dalam bahasa Malaysia, kita panggil sebagai keusahawanan. So when we talk about entrepreneurship, it's not merely about just creating a business, but it's actually a dynamic process. It's driven by a vision and innovation. So when you talk about the previous slide that I showed you just now, the richest people in the world, they are innovative, right? They are introducing something new, something unique, something different, and they take the opportunity with energy, with passion. And they take risks, persistently pushing idea into reality and driving change across a diverse domain.
Hubungan tanpa status.
Okay, someone should unmute the microphone. So entrepreneurial opportunity is about a favorable situation that create chance to start a new business venture or to improve upon an existing one to interested or potential buyer or end user. So when we see a favorable a situation that we can create a business or we improve the existing one, and there is a potential buyer, then that is entrepreneurial opportunity. Okay, I really like to relate to understand more about entrepreneurial opportunity. I really like to share about TikTok. How many of you here have TikTok? How many of you here fan of TikTok? Yeah, I recently, I don't know, I shift to TikTok recently. Yeah, because of, okay, why? Okay, so this is the component. When we talk about entrepreneurial opportunity, okay, we need to identify the market gaps. So when there is unmet needs or underserved market, such as in TikTok, who is the founder of TikTok? Okay, so who's the founder of TikTok? It's very popular. They identify that people nowadays, they really like to they really like short form of video because we don't have much time. We like the things that offering quick, entertaining video, then feel niche, not fully addressed by existing platform. Okay, and in TikTok, unlike Facebook and Instagram, where the people that know us, our friend on that platform, they can they are the people that can see our posting, right? Right. But in TikTok, it's not like that. Okay. So okay. So that is the market gaps. Okay, and innovation, there is innovation. There is an element of innovation or improvement, new features, technology approach to address the market needs more effectively and efficiently. So in the TikTok, they introduce innovative features such as music integration, filters. Yeah, filters is very important nowadays. Yeah, we can become and a celebrity by doing in the by be in the TikTok. We can use the filter, right? We also can personalize our content. And then timing is very important when we talk about entrepreneurial opportunity. We don't want to be the too early to enter the market or too late to enter the market. Otherwise, we will lose our market share. So it's very important. TikTok launched when the increased smartphone usage and rising appetite for mobile first, aligning perfectly with evolving customer conference. For those maybe in the same age with me, we still remember we have Friendster, we have what else? What the another one? MySpace, right? It's not the right timing during that time due to the low penetration. We don't have a smartphone at that time. The internet is too slow. Okay, so competitive advantage is very important. TikTok leverage their skills, their competency on the AI and machine learning. They already have that. Their parent company expert in that area. And also when we talk about entrepreneurial opportunities, we need to assess the what we call risk. Yeah, business is always associated with the risk. So we need to assess it. We don't want to take the opportunity is too risky for us. We need to be able to calculate the risk. Otherwise, we are not making money. Okay, so it is also very important to know the importance of entrepreneurship. Kepentingan. Kenapa penting? Kenapa perlu? And why we need to involve? What we need to embark in entrepreneurship? So these are at least area on why. Okay, so as I mentioned just now, innovation and creativity. Most the top 10 billionaire and the successful entrepreneur in the world, they are innovative, they are creative. So we need this creative idea. So just imagine our life without smartphone. So this entrepreneur drive by innovation, they identify the market gaps and develop new product and services. As we can see here, these are the smartphone. During my time when my study first degree, early 2000, we don't have this smartphone. If you want to send an email, we need to go to cyber cafe. Right, but now we can you can respond immediately. We can access any information, so it make our life easier. And also of course when we create a business, we also create opportunity, we also create a job. This will decrease the unemployment rates and stimulating economic growth. Of course, economic growth. Yeah, why developed country like our neighbor Singapore? They are very they are developed countries compared to us because of they are very their entrepreneurship is one of the best. Yeah, one of the best in the world. Okay, and also flexibility and adaptability. Entrepreneur must be adaptable, must be agile, must respond quickly to the market changes. If we don't do this, we will compete out of the market. We will totally lose our market share. So it's very important. Why entrepreneurship is important? Because we need to be able to identify trend and strategies to ensure competitiveness and resilience. So these are the example of company that are very flexible. Netflix previously, they are renting the what they call it video tape, but nowadays we can we can just install the apps. Okay, all right. Social impact. Why entrepreneurship is important? Because entrepreneurship, if you ever heard about social entrepreneurship, Indonesia is one of they are increasing the social entrepreneurship to address the societal challenges and to promote inclusivity. So I went to Jakarta in January this year. Yeah, and we visit a lot of a few SME actually, not a lot, but a few SME. And surprisingly, this SME is related. Is about social entrepreneur. They are helping to protect the environment. The what we call it, the indie UGM, they have this they're using natural dyes. Yeah, unlike synthetic dyes, this natural dyes actually is not harmful to the environment, and we are helping the community. We're helping also the community to participate in that program. And also a basket, My Suara basket, they are making this basket from our sustainable material. Yeah, it also help to provide a job to the community, yeah, to the neighborhood. Of course, the regional development. Why entrepreneurship is this promote opportunity, yeah, and also cultural and technological exchange. When we do entrepreneurship, of course, the elements, we cannot run away from the elements of knowledge transfer and so on. So other than that, empowerment and self-realization. Why there's so many? Why entrepreneur want to be self-employed? Because of this. In the Maslow hierarchical of needs, if you still remember this Maslow hierarchy of needs, the first we have to fulfill, of course, the lowest in the bottom of the pyramid, which is physiological needs. But the self-actualization is the top in the list. Our needs. We want to empower ourselves. We want to see our potential. Yeah, we want to realize our potential to make decisions and so on without being told by other people. Right? Okay. That is basically about the importance of why entrepreneurship is important. Okay. Now we're moving on. Entrepreneurship actually is wide. Okay. We have a few types of entrepreneurship. Okay, it's up to you which category that you want to tap on. But I'll also discuss on what are the criteria to choose. Okay, small business entrepreneurship. This is the most famous one. You start with running a small business with limited resources and focus on serving a local community. For example, maybe a grocery store, a restaurant, service business, or any freelancer. Okay, this is what I told you about it just now. Is about social entrepreneurship. We're talking about this now because social entrepreneurship has the potential to reduce poverty, to help the minority to come out from the problem. So if you have time, you can Google Muhammad Yunus. He's a prominent Nobel Prize winner because he's helping the community in Bangladesh to give the micro credits to the small entrepreneur. So social entrepreneur not only aiming for profitability but also a social. They wanted to solve a social in environmental issues. Other than that, we also have technopreneurship or techno-entrepreneurship. These are related to technological innovations, ya, inovasi, pembaharuan dan sebagainya. This involve software startup, app development, hardware manufacturing, or tech consulting services. This what we found right now in this digital era. There's so many technopreneurship, and of course the top, yeah, the billionaire that we see just now is Elon Musk. Of course, technopreneurship. Yeah, it's about using technology and so on. Okay, so corporate entrepreneurship, you've heard about this before, or we call it is intrapreneurship. Entrepreneurship is not necessarily you form your own business, but also we also are a worker in large corporation and we act as entrepreneur. Okay, within the company, we act innovatively, we act proactively, we are risk taker, and we drive innovation in the company. So the employer nowadays, they really look for employee that have entrepreneurial mindset, okay, because they are more innovative, they are passionate about their work. Okay, all right, so serial entrepreneurship. Okay, this is the type of entrepreneurship. Yeah, okay, this is the unlike conventional entrepreneurship, this entrepreneur, they operate multiple businesses over their careers, leveraging experience, network, and resources from previous venture to launch new one. So they always look for a new venture. For conventional, they only focus on one type of the business. Okay, scalable startup, scale. When we talk about scale, it's about growing. Okay, so in this type of entrepreneur, the aim is to build a high growth company with the potential to scale rapidly. They are focused on rapid growth, and they seek for venture capital to fuel the growth and expansion. These are the example of scalable startup entrepreneurship. So another type of entrepreneurship is lifestyle entrepreneurship. You see here, it's very relaxed because lifestyle means you do business we do business based on our desire, based on our hobby, based on our talent. So to maybe to finance our lifestyle, but very often the lifestyle entrepreneurship, maybe we are not making so much money in the beginning of our business because we are concerned on the flexibility, our focus in the time with our family, the work-life balance, and so on. So this is actually most of us doing right now. Maybe some of us, we are working in our conventional job, at the same time we are also doing a part-time business. Yeah. Okay, so franchise entrepreneurship, everyone of you ever heard about franchise? So this type of entrepreneur, they purchase the right to operate a business model developed by another company, which is franchisor. So in Malaysia, this is the top franchise business. Okay, they already established, so we just purchase the right. Okay, another type is a green entrepreneurship. This is what is the focus. When you talk about SDG and Sustainable Development Goals, we cannot run away from the green. So this is one of the value that we can deliver to the customer, because our consumer right now is not knowledgeable. They are aware about what are happening around us, especially our environment. So they are very concerned about the green, yeah, using environmental friendly products or material that not harmful to the ecology. Okay, all right. So cultural entrepreneurship, I think this is the last type of entrepreneur, which is we preserve the cultural. Yeah, I have interviewed a few entrepreneurs on that. They some of the business, they are renting the traditional costume. Yeah, and other than that, because they want to preserve the culture, we need this type of entrepreneur. And also they do a handcraft, yeah, tradition. They organize a cultural event and heritage tourism businesses. So these are basically the types of entrepreneurship. Okay, so this is the last one. When we want to grab on that opportunity, there are a few things that we need to consider. We cannot just other than doing budgeting, like what the previous speaker mentioned just now, that the budgeting part, financial literacy is very important, very crucial in business. And other than that, we also need to consider a few things when we want to take the opportunity. You want to involve in entrepreneurship. When we want to become entrepreneur, first of all, we need to check what is our passion and interest. Okay, because when we do theoretically, when we do something that that we are really passionate about, you are motivated, and it's not like it's not like we are being forced to do that. Okay, so there's a sense of fulfillment when we relate it with our passion and interest. Like for myself, I like to I like to read. I like to read, so I have write a few ebooks, and I sell it. Okay, and skills and experience is also very important. Evaluate your skill, experience, and expertise. Okay, if you don't have this right now, please identify. Please identify one of the skill that really is your strength. If you yet find it, please find it. You can attend. You still have time. We still have time to attend a seminar, to attend a workshop, or even learn it from YouTube. There's so many things that we can discover in our life. We need to identify at least one thing that we have skills on that. Okay, so it's very important to do that. Okay, that we can in bahasa Malaysia cari makan ya. We can make money out of our skills. Okay, like for example myself, I conducted a few trainings. I still giving training on research methodology to PhD students, and also training on I also do a consultation work in of course, when we talk about consultation, it is in research. So identify what is your skills. It's very important, and we can learn it. We can learn the skills. We can harness our skills. And also, we need to consider the market demand. Is there any demand for the product or services that we are going to offer? Okay, so it's very important. Risk tolerance. So please calculate the risk. Don't take grab the opportunity. They are too risky. They high risk for us. And also lifestyle preferences. Some of us, yeah, when you talk about lifestyle, some of us like work-life balance. We don't want to being too busy with our business, because being an entrepreneur actually is a 24/7 works, especially at the beginning of our business. So yeah, so but when our business is stable and so on, it will become, it's more flexible, it's more, we just maintain it. Also social impact. So positive impact is very important to identify. Entrepreneurship is about giving value proposition. What is our value proposition to our community? What are the problems of the society that we can solve with our idea, our business idea, our innovation? Okay, so it is very important to identify this, because people nowadays will only buy if that product or services can solve their problem or offer a value for them, of course, in the long term. Okay, so this is the end of my slide. Businesses, according to Richard Branson. Sorry, Richard Branson. This is the founder of Virgin Airline, right? Business opportunities are like buses. There's always another one coming. So, if you but you need to always identify it and align it with your passion, align it with your skills, and we can always learn. Some say entrepreneur are born, some say we can learn to be an entrepreneur. With that, thank you very much for your attention. That's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and salam sejahtera, everyone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for Dr. Sylvia. Thank you very much for Dr. Sylvia for addressing this topic, and then this giving us such an outstanding presentation. It enriched our insight and knowledge regarding unlocking success for financial literacy and entrepreneurial empowerment, especially for entrepreneurship. And based on the topic about this one from Dr. Sylvia, I think entrepreneurship is very good, yeah, because an entrepreneurship is someone who has a creative and innovation for ideas, who are able to develop about their business and to be achieve a success. And also focus on entrepreneurship, I think, is identifying about the market gap, right? And innovation about empowerment, timing, and competing at competition. And then also I think focus on innovation and creative. And based on that, I think for especially Miss in Indonesia, for yourself, yeah, especially for Indonesia, I think based on the entrepreneurship, I think in Indonesia have UMKM. I think UMKM more than 64 for small medium enterprise in Indonesia, and it's contribute about 61% in GDP in Indonesia for 2022. I think it's based on the entrepreneurship. So I think entrepreneurship is very challenging, it's very good, and very important for the country. And also, yeah, Dear all participants, next we have the third speaker. She is also very special because she is the outstanding student of Universitas Negeri Jakarta, Miss Nursifa Nadia Astuti. I think Dr. Sylvia take it about the TikTok, right? Before it, right? And then now we have talkers, I think like a celebgram in TikTok, where her name is Miss Nursifa Nadia Stuti. And excuse me for Miss Nursifa, I think I will give a brief introduction about Miss Nursifa Nadia Stuti. Miss Nursifa has experience in digital marketing and public speaking, and she's a content creator. So she's talker, right? And with more than 23,000 followers, and has collaborated with several companies. And she works as a freelancer in the field of digital marketing, specializing in creating training models and educational videos, social media content and content script and etc. And she's also have experience for ambassador of Museum Listrik PLN, it's mean Perusahaan Listrik Negara. And apart from that, she has many awards in creative essay and video competition championship. Among them, delegate about Youth Innovation Forum three countries in Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand for Global Youth Action in 2023. And the third most creative video at the Youth Innovation Forum for three countries, Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand for Global Youth Action in 2023. And top 10 of the Sustainable Development Goals Idea Innovation Presentation in Kuala Lumpur for Global Youth Action in 2023. And now she is the outstanding student of Universitas Negeri Jakarta. So ladies and gentlemen, before the presentation begin, let me inform for Ms. Nursifa Nadia Astuti will be invited to present the material for 20 minutes. After that, there will be continued question and answer section. Now, allow me to welcome the speaker, Ms. Nursifa Nadia Astuti. Ms. Nursifa, have you joined us?
Yes, Miss
Oh,
Monica.
thank you for coming to this event. And are you ready to deliver about your presentation?
Yes, I'm ready, Miss.
Okay, thank you, Miss Nursifa. I think this is the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Miss Monica.
You're welcome.
Okay, good morning, everyone. How are you all today? Hopefully, you are all in a good conditions. Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Nursifa Nadia Stuti, and thank you for your having me in this event to talk about achieving a successful career through personal branding. Okay, please, for operator to share my materials. Okay, thank you, operator. Some of you are immigrants and students, so I hope that the knowledge I have shared can be useful for you in pursuing a more successful career. Next. In here, I will break the explanation for 10 parts. So many, right? But don't worry, it won't take that long. Next. First of all, I will talk about the introduction. What is the personal branding? Personal branding has become a crucial element in today's job market. Your personal brand is the unique combination of your skills, experience, personality, and values that sets you apart from others in your industry. It's the image that you project to the world, and it can greatly impact your career success. It is, in this material, we will explore the importance of personal branding for career success and how you can build a strong personal brand. Next. Okay, here's my experience. I'm a third year student, but I have 3 years work experience. And now I'm a key opinion leader or called QRL, or you can also know as influencer or celebgram. That currently I'm also work in an IT company in the employer branding department. I used to work as a teacher. However, now I work for an IT company. One of the reasons the company hired me is that I used to create content on social media. So in there, I also work as a content creator. So from personal branding on social media, it can open up new opportunities for me to work in other positions. In addition, I also currently receive additional income from endorsement and speaking invitations and more. Okay, next. Let's talk about what is the definition of personal branding. A personal brand is how others perceive your skills, talents, and qualifications. It helps define who you are and what you hope to achieve in your career and industry. Personal brand reflects your professional values and work ethic. It's unique to you and is a vital part of your reputation in the workplace. It can differentiate you, establish credibility, increase visibility, build relationships, and help you achieve your career goals. Next. Why personal branding matters? A personal brand helps you differentiate yourself from the competitors. If you are an individual seeking a job, you can distinguish yourself from other potential candidates. A personal brand lets you promote your reputations and skills and track potential employers through job posting websites, social media, and also networking. Next. And before we do personal brand, we have to self-discovery ourselves. The first is maybe there's 4 points to self-discovery. The first is strengths, second is weakness, third opportunities, and the fourth is threats. The strengths and weakness are the internal factors that you can control or improve, such as your skills, knowledge, experience, or personality traits. And the opportunity and threats are the external factors that you cannot control, but can influence or adapt to, such as market trends, customer needs, competitors, or regulations. Next. And let's talk about the target audience. If we have social media, we also have the target audience. And your target audience is the group of people you want to see your personal brand. If you're trying to get a job, it could be employers in a specific niche. Identify you want to target and then use the characteristic of that audience to develop your brand. You may benefit from adjusting your target audience depending on what kind of company you're applying to and what kind of work environment it creates. And in bahasa, personal branding is seperti apa kamu ingin dilihat oleh orang lain. Seperti apa image yang kamu ingin perlihatkan oleh orang lain. So, ketika orang lain itu melihat kamu, mereka itu mengingat kamu. Sebagai contoh, ketika saya bertanya, I have asked for my friends, apa yang kamu ingat tentang saya? Dan mereka menjawab, kamu memiliki gigi gingsul 2. Nah, ini adalah sebuah personal branding. Dan mereka juga pernah menjawab bahwa saya adalah duta universitas, saya adalah seorang yang suka membuat konten di media sosial, dan itu adalah personal brand. Itu in bahasa. And then di media sosial, we have the target audience. You can see your target audience on your analysis, your social media analysis. Jadi bisa melihat pengikutnya itu misalkan dari umur berapa hingga berapa, dan juga kalian bisa melihat kira-kira untuk mereka itu suka menonton konten seperti apa dan apa yang diinginkan dari kalian, seperti itu. Next. Okay, and how we can crafting our identity. Assets are a reflection of who you are, what you do, and what your values are. Think about what makes you unique or specific things you can offer to employers. Some of your most important assets are your skills, which are things at which you excel. They can be hard skills that you acquired through education or job experience, or soft skills such as personality traits. As you incorporate your skills into your personal brand, you may also consider what your passions are and how they relate to your skills. And maybe I will tell you about my experience from being a teacher and also now being a content creator. Jadi pertama saya menjadi teacher, seorang guru di sebuah bimbingan belajar, dan saya juga suka membuat konten di media sosial. Dan ini belum menghasilkan uang untuk konten di media sosial ini. Saya lebih menceritakan bagaimana saya bisa menjadi guru di usia saya yang cukup muda dan belum memiliki pengalaman menjadi guru, tapi saya sudah menjadi guru di sebuah bimbel ternama di Indonesia, dan ternyata banyak orang yang sangat sangat menyukai konten yang saya buat dan sangat penasaran bagaimana saya bisa mendapatkan pekerjaan tersebut gitu. Saya belum mendapatkan sertifikasi, bahkan saya belum lulus dari Universitas Negeri Jakarta. Dan dari situlah saya berkembang untuk mengembangkan berbagai macam konten di media sosial yang mungkin bisa bermanfaat untuk orang-orang di sekitar. Dan saya juga tertarik di bidang digital marketing. Jadi, so I got some certifications and courses in the field of digital marketing. And I also share in the social media content in my social media about the digital marketing, what is the digital marketing, and how can we make a video promotion videos. Then some of the company invites me to be their speaker untuk melatih para karyawan mereka, their employers. And then that's the important thing of personal brand. Next. And the seventh is online presence. Build a consistent online presence across multiple platforms such as LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and also TikTok. Your social media profile and content should highlight your technical skills, certifications, and notable projects. But don't just list them, tell the story behind each achievements. Mungkin ini adalah salah satu teknik saya di sosial media yang mungkin banyak orang menyukainya adalah ketika orang lain hanya membagikan mengenai pencapaian mereka tanpa menceritakan bagaimana usaha mereka untuk mencapai tujuan tersebut, tapi berbeda dengan saya. Ketika saya menampilkan sebuah pencapaian saya juga menceritakan bagaimana saya bisa mendapatkan pencapaian tersebut. Dan dari situlah orang-orang tertarik dengan cerita yang saya bagikan di media sosial. And here's the do's and don'ts.
Miss Siva,
Yes,
sorry to cut your presentation. Please, maybe you can step back a little bit. Boleh mundur sedikit, cause agak kepotong.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry,
I
Miss.
think it's enough. Thank you, Miss
Okay.
Siva.
Okay, thank you, Miss Monica. And here's the do's and don'ts of online networking. And this is have a clear purpose. Know why you're networking and what you hope to achieve. And the second one is be genuine. Build authentic relationships by being yourself and showing interest in others. And the third, engage regularly. Stay active on your chosen networking platforms such as Instagram or TikTok to maintain your visibility. And fourth, personalize your interactions. Tailor your message to each individual to show that you value their connection. And the fifth, provide value. Offer help, share relevant resources, and contribute to discussion to establish yourself as a valuable contact. And the sixth, follow up. After initial contact, follow up with the connection to nurture relationship and keep communication alive. And the seventh, be professional. Maintain your professionalism in your interactions, including your profile image, language, and content you share. And the last, join relevant groups or communities. Participate in groups related to your industry or interest to connect with like-minded individuals. Then one of the strategy in social media is I always ask for networking to people. Jadi saya selalu meminta pertemanan ke banyak orang, follow their Instagram or follow their TikTok, and also I always message them after they accept my network. Jadi setelah
mereka menerima pertemanan dari saya di Instagram ataupun di TikTok, kita saling follow dan saya coba komunikasi ke mereka dan kirim pesan ke mereka. Saya mengenalkan diri saya itu siapa dan dia juga mengenalkan diri dia siapa. Karena dari percakapan tersebut kita bisa mendapatkan peluang, baik peluang pekerjaan dan peluang lainnya. Dan itu yang saya juga dapatkan gitu. Saya juga melakukan hal tersebut dan alhamdulillahnya salah satu dari orang yang saya kontak gitu ya, mereka memberikan pekerjaan kepada saya. And then I will talk about the don'ts. First is overwhelmed with self-promotions. Avoid constantly pushing your agenda, instead focusing on building relationships. And the second, neglect your profile. Keep your profile updated and professional to make a good impression on potential connections. Third, ignore message. Respond to message in a timely manner, even if it's just to acknowledge receipt. And the fourth, forget to research. Before reaching out, research the person or organization you're connecting to, personalize your message. And the fifth, spam connections. Avoiding adding people indiscriminately, instead focus on quality over quantity. And then be overly informal. While being friendly is important, maintain a level of professionalism in your communication. And the seven, burn bridges. Even if a connection doesn't seem immediately beneficial, maintain a polite and professional demeanor. And the last, dismiss networking opportunities. Be open to connecting with people from diverse backgrounds and industries because you never know where opportunities may arise. So by following these guidelines, you can navigate online networking effectively and build meaningful connections in your professional or personal life. Next. And you should do content creation. The first is strategies for creating valuable and authentic content. You can share your valuable content that showcase your expertise and thought leadership. Authenticity is a key to personal branding. Show your journey, experience, successes, and failures with your audience, and this helps to humanize your brand and make genuine connections with your audience. Seperti yang saya sudah ceritakan tadi, jadi ketika kita membagikan sebuah pencapaian di sosial media, supaya kita tidak terkesan flexing atau sombong, maka kita juga harus memberikan yang namanya cerita di balik sebuah pencapaian tersebut, baik dari kegagalan maupun kesuksesannya. And then the consistency and storytelling in content development. Create content that educates, inspires, entertains, or solves problems for your audience. Focus on providing valuable insights, tips, or resources that your audience can benefit from. Next. And the ninth, building relationships. The power of networking. And networking opens doors to various opportunities such as partnerships, speaking engagements, collaborations, and job offers. By cultivating a strong network on social media, you can increase your chance of being approached for relevant opportunities that align with your personal brand and goals. Jadi ketika kita membagikan pengalaman kita di sosial media, di media sosial, maka orang juga akan mengingat kita. Jadi ketika orang tersebut ingin mencari seorang karyawan, mereka langsung terlintas nama kita di otak mereka. Oh ya, Shiva aja yang bisa menjadi content creator di perusahaan ini. Nah, itu adalah salah satu sebagai contohnya. Dan ini juga saya alami ketika saya mendapatkan pengalaman sebagai guru bimbel ternama di Indonesia, dan saya membagikan konten saya sedang mengajar di WhatsApp waktu itu. Dan salah satu karyawan atau staf di bimbel tersebut melihat konten saya di WhatsApp dan mereka akhirnya menawarkan pekerjaan ke saya untuk menjadi guru di bimbel mereka. And also networking techniques that you can do is don't hesitate to reach out to individuals you admire or you wish to collaborate with. Send personalized message expressing your interest in connecting and sharing common interests or goals, and beginning and respectful in your approach and offer value upfront to encourage reciprocity. Next. In the conclusion, personal branding is a crucial element in today's job market because it can differentiate you, establish credibility, increase visibility, build relationships, and help you achieve your career goals. By following these tips and investing time and effort to building your personal brand, you can set yourself apart from the competition and achieve greater career success. And personal brand needs a long time, so you have to start from now. And I think that's all from me, and thank you for having me in this event. So that's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Nursifa Nadia Stuti, for addressing this topic and giving us such an outstanding presentation. It enriched our insights and knowledge regarding unlocking success, financial literacy, and entrepreneurial empowerment, especially for social media. Yeah, I think for social media, we must focus on personal branding, yeah, about your skill, talent, qualification, and also better also for the characteristics. And in social media, we must focus about your audience. We must know about the audience, and it's mean you must provide about yourself to others. Based on that, people can know about you, and then based on that, you can get the opportunity maybe for Telegram or maybe take your money and etc. for promote your business and etc. If you can do it for personal branding. Right now, let's move to a long-awaited section. This is for question and answer section. So yeah, if you want to ask any question, please chat on the box below, and or maybe you can raise your hand and directly ask to the speaker. And don't forget to mention about your name, institution, and question. The question is addressed to whom, and I will divide it into two Q&A section, I think, for each Q&A consisting of 3 questions. So yeah, does anyone to ask maybe something about the speaker? We have 3 speakers for now. Anyone else? Or maybe I want to first. This is okay for the first. I think
Okay.
from Abdul Basit, right?
Basit.
Okay, Sir Abdul Basit, Mr. Abdul Basit. Please what about your question, and who will to answer about your question? The floor is yours for Sir Abdul Basit.
Okay, thank you. I'm Abdul Basit. I'm immigrant worker actually in Qatar. I just was interested with the slide from Dr. Sylvia. Yeah. Actually, in the first slide, she showed us about the, I think, 10 richest entrepreneur people like that. What is a question from me is, what I saw all the people which is richest and entrepreneur, they are mostly not the product of the some formal university or college like that. So even I read some of them, they are opposed to the formal institution because they say that university or college is not giving the subject that they need to do their own business or their own passion for become entrepreneur like that. If you know, like almost all of them like that. So what I want to know is, what is your opinion about the university or college institution which is related? I mean, what we know, it is like only giving the theory of entrepreneur, but it is not showing that who is from the university with the like great mark that it become great entrepreneur like that. Even if I read also in like Robert Kiyosaki, he said also A mark student will work for C student or even drop out student like that. So I just need your opinion. Do we really, because I have also children now, they are all in university, whether it is we have to push them to get great mark like that, but or just, okay, just follow what is your passion now, like become content creator, like just now the speaker said, I also just follow your passion or just follow what university has to complete like that. So this is what is my question. What is your opinion about that? Thank you.
Should I answer
Thank you,
now or
Mr.
later?
Okay, you can answer, Dr. Sylvia.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Abdul Basit. I really like the question. I really appreciate your interest on my presentation. Okay. Me as a parent also, that is the first question in my mind nowadays. Whether I should send my kids to the university or should I just send them to the TVET. In Malaysia, we the TVET, the TVET Technology Vocational institution. So this is the focus of Malaysia education right now, the TVET, because the intake rate, of the university right now decreasing. Actually, there is a trend that students or the youth prefer skills rather than go to the university. But I agree that previously before this, maybe some say education is not important, but I don't agree with this statement, because if we see Elon Musk, he himself actually is from graduated one from one of the top university, and also of course some of them drop out, like Mark Zuckerberg, if I'm not mistaken. But we should again look at their background, their parents, who are their parents, what is their environment, because their parents is also somebody else, and they are a trend, they are engineer, they are a doctor, they are entrepreneur. So they actually, even though they don't have a formal education, but they already have they already being trained to do that. Especially who else, the Microsoft, who is the Microsoft founder? Bill Gates, right? Bill Gates. The parents also encourage them from the beginning, early, the childhood. She already been trained, exposed to the technology, the software. But who are we? We need to relate. Who are we? We are nobody. We don't have the skills. We don't have the experience, and we don't have the qualification, and no one will look up to us, because our culture, especially Asian culture, we only believe someone who have the qualification. That is why the trend in university is to get the PhD. Okay, when we if we notice this, a lot of industry practitioner or businessmen, they have the awareness to pursue their study to master level or even PhD level, to being credible. So in my opinion, it compulsory for me. It's we need to have a formal education, and at the same time we can attend. There's so many seminar, so many workshop that we can, the short-term workshop that we can acquire our skills. So a formal education is still important. Okay, we are nobody if we don't have that formal education. Nobody will listen to us if we don't have that formal qualification. But at the same time, please, we can encourage our kids to learn skills, to acquire skills, because the trend now is we are, maybe our background is in a different field. For example, in marketing, but we can also we choose to work as content creator or digital entrepreneur. So formal educational please still important. Don't simply follow the other influencer that saying that we don't have to have that degree to be successful. Maybe can be successful, but only in the short term. We cannot sustain without knowledge, without the skills. We cannot sustain in the long term. So this is my opinion, Mr. Basit. Yeah. Am I answering your question? That is my opinion. Yeah.
Is that clear, sir?
Okay,
Mr.
thank you.
Abdul
Thank you.
Basit.
Actually,
Okay.
what I want to emphasize is we are not opposing to the formal institution like that. We have to encourage our children also, or our next generation, our young generation, to keep studying whatever, but just follow mostly in your passion or whatever, because experience it is more. Because
Yes.
usually what we think sometimes in education institution, mostly they are giving more theoretical or something. Okay, if you want to become lecturer, it is okay, but if you want to become entrepreneur, it is about experience. It is about
Yes,
the real
agree.
hands-on job like that. It is not about like studying in the library. It is, of course, it is important. Everything
Yep.
reading, it is important, but I think we should not be. We have to make proportional, correct proportional like that.
Yes.
Okay, that's all. I think it is your opinion. It is really useful for me,
Yeah.
Dr. Sylvia. Thank you very much.
Yeah, because university actually is we cannot provide everything, and because university is give you the theory parts, but maybe we cannot cover everything. So it's the students task to do more than that. Because I really inspired by what Nur Shifa Nadia mentioned just now. She go beyond the classroom. Yeah, so it's really interesting. Yeah, the example we have our example today, the student role models. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much for Mr. Abdul Basit and also Dr. Sylvia. I think for the question is about the opinion about related theory and the real life about it to be entrepreneurship, right? Like Robert Kiyosaki is his dropout from this school, but he to be a good entrepreneur. And based on that, the answer from Dr. Sylvia is about education. It's important, still important, but of many people still graduated and how they're about their parents and also about the environment to build their children to be a successful person and to be an entrepreneur. And for Asian culture, it's still believe their qualification is to be successful, like to be entrepreneur and practitioner. And formal education can attend many like a seminar and then to build about your skill. So it's not and also we must more about the experience, I think. Yeah, experience to build for our skill, our entrepreneurship, and our character to be entrepreneur. So better we can collaboration about the theory what we do in the school, and then we have more the experience to be entrepreneurship, because I think it's entrepreneurship is very challenging. Yeah, challenging, and you must have the experience also. I think this is about the question. And then for the second question, this is from Mrs. Kak Rospertimik. Is it she has still in here?
Yes,
Kak
I'm
Ros.
Sylvia. Yes. Hello.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Okay. I just want to ask about ini. Saya bahasa Indonesia saja ya, sebab banyak dari Pertimik. Oke, saya Pertimik dari Malaysia. Pekerja migran Indonesia yang ada di Malaysia. Oke, saya mau menanyakan memiliki tujuan yang jelas. Ini bersikap tulus, terlibat secara teratur. Tadi kan itu personalisasikan interaksi kita ada di dalam membuat sebuah interaksi di dekat internet. Tapi yang ingin saya tanyakan adalah bersikap profesional. Oke, sementara kita adalah pemula. Macam mana kita mau bersikap profesional tuh? Boleh tak dijelaskan lebih supaya kita lebih memahaminya? Sebab kita hanya pemula. Pemula itu tidak akan profesional. kita pemula. So macam mana kita bisa menjadi profesional sementara kita adalah seorang pemula? Ada tak trik-trik dia? Oke, terima kasih.
Oke, thank you for Kak Rose. I think the question is bagaimana kita bisa bersikap profesional sementara kita masih menjadi pemula. It's mean how to be a professional when we are still a beginner for now
Yes,
to be
yes, that's right.
entrepreneur, right? Like that. Okay, maybe this question is to be answered from Dr. Sylvia, I think. Right? Kak Rose, sorry, the answer to be answered who?
Yeah, who can answer me? It's okay for me.
every speaker, yeah. Every
Yes,
speaker
thank you.
can answer for this question. I think who are maybe Dr. Sylvia. The floor is yours for answer this
Okay,
question.
Kak Ros, hai.
Hai, Dr. Sylvia.
Kak Ros berminat untuk sekarang nih ada usahawan kecil-kecilan atau gimana tuh?
Saya tak ada usahawan kecil-kecilan. Saya ni macam kita ada buka kelas kelas apa ya nama dia? Kalau di sini namanya seperti tuition, tapi itu free. Tapi itu free dekat kampung lah.
Wah.
Free. Tapi saya tak pernah boleh mau macam mana ya, mau kita bagi tahu orang banyak sebab saya hanya bagi itu hanya di dalam WhatsApp saja. Sebab satu, kalau saya bagi tahu banyak tempat, saya dana tidak mencukupi sebab itu free. Free untuk belajar free. Saya dana tidak mencukupi, saya harus keluar uang untuk sewa kelas, sewa gedung, saya harus bayar orang untuk mengajar, seperti itu kan. Tapi niat saya memang saya akan membuka lagi cabang di pulau-pulau yang terpencil, yang cikgu jarang mau datang, macam tu. Sebab saya memang buka di sana. Nah,
di Indonesia, Kak Ros?
Ya, di Indonesia, ya betul. Saya mau buka di tempat lain, saya sudah plan mau buka di NTT, sebab saya sudah ada kawan sana, saya sudah tanya-tanya. Nah, untuk mempromosikan itu macam mana supaya saya tidak keluar uang banyak gitu loh.
Oke, Kak Ros,
Sementara saya kan
ya.
masih awal-awal.
Tanya Kak Ros, seorang usahawan sosial kita yang membantu orang yang kurang bernasib baik, tidak mampu ke sekolah. Saya rasa orang yang tepat untuk menjawab adalah Nur Syifa, tetapi mungkin boleh bagi tips untuk promosi secara percuma. Okey, tapi sebelum itu di pihak saya, di pandangan saya sebagai pengajar entrepreneurship, keusahawanan itu, saya memuji usaha ini, kita panggil sebagai social enterprise. Kalau di Malaysia itu, dan saya rasa di Indonesia pun banyak dana, terlalu banyak dana atau geran kita panggil, Kak Ros boleh mohon. Since Kak Ros pun sudah start, sudah ada perusahaan tersebut, agak senang untuk mendapatkan dana, hanya sediakan kertas kerja ataupun paperwork, proposal, dan saya tidak bersetuju, okey. Dia macam ni Kak Ros, bila kita buat keusahawanan sosial seperti ini, social enterprise seperti ini, kita tidak boleh kalau kita ni kurang dana, kita perlu juga generate dana. Tetapi dalam kes seperti ini, dana tersebut mungkin boleh didapati daripada NGO ataupun usahawan-usahawan yang telah berjaya. Saya ada satu kawan di sini yang macam tu juga. Dia buat untuk imigran, dia buat kelas untuk imigran ramai daripada Indonesia, free sahaja di pulau-pulau. Tetapi dia ada sistem sokongan kewangan yang bagus di mana banyak usahawan ataupun entrepreneur yang invest dalam projek tersebut. Dan yang kedua adalah kerajaan. Kerajaan ada peruntukan khas, ya, bajet untuk keusahawanan. Jadi Kak Ros kena collaborate dengan NGO, ya, kena berusaha joint venture. Kak Ros perlukan collaboration. Okey, itu di on my side. I think Nur Syifa is the right person to advise Kak Ros on macam mana kita promote dengan gratis, ya, dan audiensnya luas. Syifa.
Okay, Thank you, Dr. Sylvia.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I want to answer the question also. I've also experience to make a free class to students who wants to study. Jadi pada dahulu saya pernah membuat sebuah kelas gratis secara cuma-cuma dan saya mempromosikannya di Twitter ketika itu. Dan ketika di Twitter saya menggunakan hashtag. I use hashtag free class for student or free class. Dan itu waktu itu saya mengajar untuk kelas 12 untuk high school students, and setelah itu sebelum karena saya belum memiliki sebuah perusahaan, saya belum mempunyai sebuah legal company, jadi saya melakukan promosi di media sosial seperti Twitter dan ternyata banyak yang mendaftar. Dan karena saya juga tidak memiliki tempat, I don't have any place to teach them, so I use Zoom meeting to teach them. Saya menggunakan Zoom meeting, saya membuat grup di WhatsApp. I make a group in WhatsApp so they can I invite them untuk masuk ke dalam grup WhatsApp tersebut. Saya mengundang mereka untuk masuk ke grup WhatsApp tersebut. Dan ketika sudah masuk ke grup WhatsApp, saya mengajarkannya melalui Zoom meeting. Karena dari efisiensi biaya juga itu juga termasuk dibandingkan ketika kita membuka sebuah tempat, lebih baik melalui Zoom meeting karena kita memiliki data ya atau data seluler untuk bisa sharing ke mereka melalui Zoom meeting tersebut. Itu dari pengalaman saya. Lalu setelah itu karena saya juga membutuhkan profit ya untuk membeli data seluler, jadi saya meminta ke mereka kayak apakah boleh jika saya menaikkan atau memberikan sebuah harga gitu ya untuk kelas ini gitu. Waktu itu saya start from 10.000 rupiah dan itu cukup untuk membuat atau membeli paket data gitu ya. Jadi saya tidak mengambil untung di sana, itu purely untuk data tersebut gitu ya, untuk saya sharing di Zoom dan dari situ ternyata mereka menerima. It's okay, I will pay for you untuk kelas ini sebanyak 10.000 rupiah. Jadi menurut saya mungkin ketika memang kita belum memiliki, we didn't have any legal company, kita bisa mulai start di Twitter ataupun di Facebook. Because in my opinion, when I open the Facebook, dulu saya pernah buka Facebook, ternyata banyak dari orang tua yang ingin anaknya belajar tapi mereka tidak memiliki biaya untuk belajar. Jadi saya mempromosikannya tersebut. Saya memiliki kelas secara gratis, free class. Jadi mereka bisa join dan dari para orang tua pun setuju untuk anaknya mereka itu tersebut ikut. Dan dari pengalaman situlah saya bisa makanya saya diberikan kesempatan dari tuition yang memang sudah besar di Indonesia untuk mengajar juga di sana. Jadi saya mengajar pertama free class tersebut, yang kedua saya mendapatkan profit dari tuition yang memang dia itu berbayar dan saya mendapatkan wage atau gaji per month. I think that's all for me. Is that enough, Kak Rus?
Dari yang kita free, habis itu kita minta bayaran, kira-kira enggak berat kah? Seperti ini, seperti anak-anak yang di pulau, seperti tadi Miss sudah cakap, kita akan minta dalam 10.000 seorang. Sementara saya pula yang mengisikan dia orang punya top up supaya dia orang boleh online. Macam mana saya minta bayar? Aduh, memang saya itulah. Cuma masalah saya adalah kalau saya promosikan misalnya di IG, saya risau dia akan banyak orang ikut dan seperti itu juga akan banyak dan saya yang akan top upkan supaya dia orang punya internet. Seperti itu, saya rasa kira-kira macam mana itu, Miss? Saya galaunya di situ sebab mereka bilang kenapa tidak ikut online. Kalau harus tanyakan, Miss sorry kita tak ada internet. Itu dia. So saya memang terpukulnya di situ dan alhamdulillah saya kerja masih ada uang gitu. Cuma nanti kalau semakin luas dan saya sudah tidak kerja, itu dia. Macam mana kita memulai mempromosikannya meskipun kita awal-awal mempromosikan tapi tidak tidak menggunakan uang seperti itu. Macam mana maksud saya? Ada
Oke.
tak yang boleh free seperti itu?
Oke, baik. Mungkin saya sedikit memberikan pengalaman saya ya. Sebelum we do collaborate with other organizations such as NGO, kita tuh harus membuat sebuah apa ya namanya itu di media sosial seperti Instagram. Kita membuat seperti logonya terlebih dahulu, logo kelas kita memberikan deskripsi, kita memasukkan gambar-gambar dokumentasi. Jadi sehingga ketika kita ingin bekerja sama dengan lembaga-lembaga terkait seperti NGO, kita bisa memberikan akun Instagram kita bahwa kita memang memiliki bukti tersebut. Mungkin itu salah satu saran dari saya ya supaya kita bisa memberikan sebuah bukti yang autentik gitu bahwa kita memang benar membuat kelas tersebut. Atau bisa juga dengan membuka sebuah donasi. Karena banyak orang juga yang memberikan donasi di media sosial dan it helps a lot for many company that yang memang non-profit company. Dan itu memang sangat berguna gitu. Jadi mungkin maybe Kak Ros bisa membuka sebuah open donation in social media dan mungkin banyak orang yang akan berdonasi di sana. Jadi Kak Ros bisa mendapatkan modal lainnya selain dari pekerjaan dari Kak Ros sendiri. Seperti Kak Ros.
Oke, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you so much for Kak Rose and then for Dr. Sylvia and Miss Nursifa for answer the question. I think it's very interesting about the question, yeah. So yeah, next we have next question. This is from Miss Rahma Fitriana. Rahma Fitriana. Okay.
Okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is Rahma Fitriana from State University of Jakarta. So,
Excuse me, Miss. Can you up your volume? Okay.
is it in?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me introduce myself. My name is Rahma Fitriana from State University of Jakarta. So I want to ask a question to Kashifa. My question is, what are your latest trend shaping in the landscape of content marketing? Atau mungkin dalam bahasa baru ya Kak, yang bisa membentuk landscape dari pemasaran konten seperti itu. Thank you in advance, Kashifa.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Okay. What are the latest trend shaping the landscape of content marketing? Apa tren terbaru yang dapat membentuk landscape dari pemasaran konten?
Oke, let me answer the question. Untuk landscape pemasaran konten itu sebenarnya tergantung bagaimana kitanya ya, untuk passion kita itu apa. Karena memang sesuai dengan passion. Sebagai contohnya, ketika masih pemula sebelum menjadi selebgram, yang saya lakukan adalah saya mengikuti kursus terlebih dahulu. Jadi saya mengikuti kursus gratis yang diselenggarakan oleh pemerintah. Seperti contohnya kalau di konten ini adalah Kementerian Kemenkominfo itu membuat sebuah free courses. So, jadi I took the courses and also I share my knowledge from that courses in social media. Saya memberikan sebuah pengalaman dari ilmu yang sudah saya dapatkan gitu ya, dari pengalaman kursus saya tersebut gitu. Baru setelah itu saya juga mencari pasar lainnya. Sebagai contoh, saya suka dalam menulis esai, saya juga sharing bagaimana saya bisa menulis esai dengan baik. Dan dari situlah kita akan mendapatkan pasarnya. Karena waktu ketika di awal pemula menjadi content creator, itu dari Instagram ataupun any social media, mereka itu mencarikan niche market untuk kita. Mana kira-kira yang cocok. Nah, setelah itu kita bisa analisis, karena di Instagram itu ada yang namanya analisis followers. Nah, di sana kita bisa lihat dari umur berapa sampai berapa dan apa minat konten yang mereka inginkan. Apakah mereka lebih minat yang esai tadi atau minat yang mengenai digital marketing. Dan saya juga menambah niche market baru, yaitu mengenai bagaimana kita mencari pekerjaan freelancer. How can we search for freelance job? Jadi saya membagikan bagaimana saya bisa mendapatkan freelance job tersebut. Jadi beberapa konten tersebut memang ketika kita masih pemula, kita bisa membagikan ilmu yang kita dapatkan. Meskipun dari ilmu dari universitas itu sangat berguna gitu untuk kita share juga di media sosial. Karena juga banyak dari teman-teman kita yang juga belum mendapatkan pendidikan misalnya di universitas, dan kita bisa bagikan itu di media sosial dan bisa bermanfaat untuk mereka.
Sudah clear, Rahma? Terjawab pertanyaannya?
Iya, sudah Ibu. Thank you, Kak Siva.
Baik, terima kasih Rahma atas pertanyaannya dan terima kasih Nur Sifa untuk telah menjawab pertanyaan. Oke, selanjutnya kita masuk kepada sesi kedua ya. So we are answer for the second section. I think I will to read about the question for Miss Dwi. Miss Dwi, can you hear me?
Yes,
Dwi.
Miss Monica.
Okay, so before we have a question for you. This is from Miss Riyah Ginting. The question is about what's the difference? What's the difference it about between budgeting and budget? Budget differences about budgeting and budget. I think this question.
Okay,
It's
thank you,
clear?
Miss Monica. So about the question, I will answer so simply. Yeah. So budget is the financial plan. And budgeting is the process how to implement or how to application or realize the budget. Yeah, so this is the difference between budget and budgeting. So budget is the things that we will do, and budgeting is the process. That's as simple as that, Ms. Monica. I hope that's clear yeah, about the budget and budgeting.
Okay, thank you for your answer, Miss Dwi, Miss Ria, sorry. Is it clear for answer of the question? Miss Ria Ginting, still here? Okay, so we can next for the next guy. We can next question. For next question, anyone else to give the question for the speaker? Please raise your hand. Anyone else? Okay, Adam, Mr. Adam from UITM, I think. Floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
My name is Adham, and I'm from UITM University Technology Mara. I'm literally one of Dr. Sylvia's students. And I think this question I'm about to ask Miss Shifa. So my question is about how do Miss Shifa stay motivated with what are you making right now?
Oke, baik. Bagaimana saya bisa memotivasi ya sampai saat ini? Oke, mungkin semua sebenarnya dari konten media sosial yang saya pernah buat, itu semua karena motivasi saya ingin membagikan ilmu untuk orang lain. Itu adalah motivasi utama saya. Dan untuk seterusnya, karena banyak memang orang yang merasa bahwa ilmu saya bermanfaat, bahkan sudah ada sekitar 3 orang lebih yang mendapatkan pekerjaan dari saya. Dan waktu itu juga saya membagikan job position yang memang dibuka dari perusahaan yang saya tempati. Terus dari teacher, dan juga ada salah satu teman, friends from Kalimantan, dan he sent message for me, say thank you because he got a new job now in Kalimantan, and that's a good opportunities for him. Dan dia bilang bahwa ini adalah salah satu bukti bahwa saya itu bisa memberikan pekerjaan kepada mereka gitu dengan membagikan bagaimana cara kita mendapatkan pekerjaan di melalui konten-konten di media sosial yang saya buat. Jadi itu motivasi saya utama, dan hingga saat ini ada beberapa perusahaan yang memang mengajak kerjasama dengan saya. Sebagai contoh, karena saya suka memberikan ilmu gitu ya, buku-buku yang bagus untuk dibaca, ada beberapa perusahaan penerbit yang memberikan saya buku untuk di-review gitu di media sosial. Dan itu juga salah satu dari bagian membagikan ilmu kepada audiens saya gitu. Jadi untuk motivasi utama sebagai content creator tuh bukan uang sebenarnya, meskipun itu adalah salah satu tambahannya, tapi motivasi utama itu adalah membagikan konten di media sosial. Karena ada beberapa teman saya yang juga selebgram, itu content creator di Instagram maupun TikTok, mereka merasa berat untuk membagikan di media sosial karena mereka merasa bahwa ini adalah sebuah tekanan pekerjaan mereka. Jadi mereka nggak enjoy dengan pekerjaan mereka. Dan dari situ saya memberikan sebuah motivasi bahwa untuk mendapatkan motivasi ini, coba jangan berorientasi pada diri kita, tapi berorientasi untuk orang lain. Karena ketika kita berorientasi untuk orang lain, kita juga akan mendapatkan kebaikan tersebut. Kita juga akan happy untuk menjalankan pekerjaan seperti ini. Seperti itu jawaban dari saya.
Okay, thank you for Mr. Adham from UITM and for Miss Nursifa to answer the question. I think it's very nice. The answer, yeah, based on you can motivate other people and until the other people can take the job from others, yeah. And then next, I think the last question, yeah. This is from Miss Vera Deana Cindy. Miss
All right.
Vera.
Yes, all right. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm Farah from Universitas Negeri Jakarta, and my question is for Dr. Shiva. As per my reading, studies indicate that most entrepreneurs experience depression, constant stress, and also even contemplated suicide at some point in their lives. And I believe that this information highlights the importance to address the mental and also the emotional challenges often faced by entrepreneurs. So my question is, in your opinion, Dr. Shiva, what are effective strategies for overcoming the mental and also emotional challenges frequently encountered by these entrepreneurs? Thank you.
Thank you for the question, Miss Vera. Yeah, especially after pandemic and this economic downturn, we have heard that so many entrepreneur suicide, and of course they are out of business, bankruptcy, and so on. So this actually in Malaysia also we have prominent figure. They are previously they are successful, but currently they declare bankruptcy. So being an entrepreneurial orientation, as an entrepreneur, we need to have at least 3 characteristics in ourselves: innovative, proactive, and risk taker. So one of the element is in business, of course, there is always a risk. Okay, there's always a risk. So at the beginning of our career as an entrepreneur, we should bear in our mind that in our business there is no promise to be successful, and we need also to take the business opportunity that are not too risky, and also we need to be innovative, we need to diversify. Okay, because sometimes we always heard complaint from the entrepreneur that they are not making money, especially now because of the economy and so on. But at the same time, there is also a new entrepreneur that thrive, that making money, because as I mentioned just now, the first thing is we need to identify the market demand. We need to identify the market, the gaps in the market, what we can offer, and we need to be innovative. We need to be creative in our offering, in our business, and also what Ms. Shifa also mentioned just now, not only as a human being, we need to always think of what we can do to other people. Okay, don't always think of our own interests. Okay, we need to ask ourselves what we can contribute. So we are more happy when we can contribute to other people. But of course, in entrepreneurship, we cannot run away from making profit. That's why we call it entrepreneur. And other than that, find something that business that we are passionate about. We are passionate about that business. And one of also the character of entrepreneur is they are high need for achievement. So when you, because I always read, I always interview entrepreneur, and once you become an entrepreneur, there is no turning back. They are always entrepreneur. So that is the spirit, that is there is the a highly motivated entrepreneur. What motivates them to become an entrepreneur actually is to achieve something. So keep on entrepreneurship is not a destination, but it's a journey. Meaning to say, we need to always have this vision, goal to achieve something. And of course, there is along the journey, there is a failure, there is a success. We win some, we lose some, and the failure is actually is part of the integral part of the success. So we cannot always win, right? So there is also a downtime, there is also a failure in the journey. But trust me, when we fail about something, actually this is the beginning of our success. We fail because we doing something, we are progressing, we are growing. So we need to keep that in our mind. Keep going. Okay, do something that make us passionate, and do more collaboration. When we demotivated, we need to collaborate with other entrepreneur. We need to do something. Okay. So basically, I'm not sure whether I'm answering your question, Miss Vera. That is from me.
Yes, it is very insightful. Thank you very much for the answer, Dr. Sophia.
Thank you, Vera.
Thank you for Ms. Farah, and thank you for Dr. Sylvia. Okay, everyone. Okay, everyone. Thank you for Ms. Dwi Kismayanti Respati SPD MAK and Dr. Sylvia Nabila Aswa binti Ambat, and also Ms. Nursifana Diastuti for the very insightful topic and Ms. interactive talks with our participants today. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I know you may still have many questions, I think, to ask, but unfortunately the time is up, so we have to move to next agenda. So dear all participants, before we end our seminar, I would like to take the conclusion from what the speaker has presented. For the first, we talk about the unlocking success, financial literacy, and entrepreneurial. This is about especially for financial literacy, and then this focus on personal financial planning and also about the budgeting, right? And the second, this is about the entrepreneurship. We must have more innovation and creativity. We must also flexibility and adaptability for others, and also for the situation and environment until we know about to build about entrepreneurship. And the last, this is about social media, and we must have a personal branding and about your skill, experience, personality, and also for the value that sets up to your apart from others in your industry maybe. So this is very important because we know if we can do personal branding, it's to be promote about yourself to others. And then thank you for the speaker as a form of the appreciation. We provide about the certificate for today. Please, operator, can share screen about the e-certificate. Okay, this is the e-certificate for the first for Miss Dwi Kismayanti Respati SPD MAK as a speaker. Thank you so much for joining us and coming to this event, Miss Dwi.
Thank you.
And then sorry,
Sunita.
wait a minute because I will take a picture for about this certificate and you. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Dwi. And next.
Sunita.
Okay, for next certificate.
Yes.
Okay, and the second certificate, this is certificate of appreciation for Dr. Sylvia Nabila Aswa binti Ambat as a speaker. Thank you so much for coming in this event, Dr. Sylvia. And excuse me, I will take a picture for you. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Sylvia. And next, the third speaker. Please share screen for the certificate. Okay, this is the certificate of appreciation for Miss Nursifa Nadia Stuti as initiator. Okay, thank you for coming this event for Miss Nursifa. Excuse me, cause I want to take a picture of the certificate and you. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, for the operator, I think it's finished for the certificate, right? And then now, ladies and gentlemen, we finally come to the end of this seminar. And hopefully this seminar will be beneficial for everybody. And I also thank you, the committee who have organized this wonderful event. And finally, give the applause for the speaker, please. Can you give direction for applause? Okay, and then for you all, and thank you so much for coming to this event, and good afternoon, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So I will just pass over the control back to our master of ceremony, Miss Azahra. Miss
Okay.
Azahra. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Monica. Wow, it's hard to believe that the session has already come to an end. Thank you to all of the speakers for the new insights you have provided to us today. And also thanks to Mrs. Monica Dewi SPD MM for moderating this event. Next, we will present the e-certificate to the moderator, Mrs. Monica Dewi SPD MM, as an appreciation. To the operator, please share the e-certificate. Okay, to the committee, please take a picture of the submission. Okay, I will comment the documentation. Okay, ready? 1,
Ready.
2, 3. Okay, once again, Miss. 1, 2, 3. Okay, once again, thank you, Mrs. Monica, for moderating this webinar today. All right, to all participants, please fill out the evaluation link on the Zoom chat because the evaluation link will become a requirement to get e-certificate from us. And now we will take a picture together, so please turn on your camera to the documentation session. Okay, operator, maybe can lead the documentation session. Okay, operator.
All right, I will give a comment for the first slide. 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. Okay. For the second, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And for the third, 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you to the operator and all participants. Okay, reminder once again to all participants, please fill out the evaluation link on the Zoom chat. Okay, as we approach the end of the event, on behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to everyone who has been enthusiastic about joining the Unlocking Success, Financial Literacy, and Entrepreneurial Empowerment webinar. We apologize in advance for any mistakes in our words, whether intentional or not. Thank you so much for your attention. See you on the next occasion. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Thank you, everyone. See you
Waalaikumsalam
again.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Bye.
Waalaikumsalam
Thank
warahmatullahi
you.
wabarakatuh.
Everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Easy live.
Ini